Hey everybody, Xogo Gaming here. What's going on? Happy you're checking in. Another YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about ads, Facebook ads. It's fun stuff. But before we hop into that, as always, we stream Mondays and Tuesdays. That's been our thing, right? Our spiel. But I'm going to change it up. Ready? So we stream Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's it. We're upping it 4 days instead of 2. 2 plus 2. You add it. Talking about ads. You get 4. Woo! So we're going to talk about ads. Talk about Facebook ads. I think it's a tool. I think it's good. I think it could be good. I think it has its benefits. And now, mind you, I'm not here to act as if I'm an ad guru. I don't have a degree in marketing. I don't have all these secrets, tips. What I can tell you is my experience. That's all I'm going to do when I do these videos for you guys, is my experience. And if you guys can connect and you identify, absolutely awesome. If not, that's okay too. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. We're going to be bringing you guys videos each week. We also have links to our Discord, all that fancy schmancy stuff to give you guys a chance to become a Xogo maniac. Our jerseys, they're live in our store. Oh yeah, look at that. Absolutely love them. We also put hoodies up, so check those out. So, Facebook ads. Why do we do them? Why did I start doing Facebook ads? I have to really think about that, right? And I've done a bunch of research. I think we're very blessed with the internet nowadays. We have all these answers at the tips of our fingers. And, you know, when it comes to Facebook ads, you start researching and there's just so much information being thrown at you. You know, it's you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that. So what I'll start off by saying is it's going to be trial and error for you. Now, most new streamers, I don't think have a huge budget. I don't even think a lot of us have wrapped our heads around the idea of having a marketing budget. That's a garbage truck. And wait till that goes away. So I don't think most of us have wrapped our heads around like, oh, I should have a marketing budget. I'm just want to stream, you know, this and that. But our videos are a promise to take you guys on the whole journey of building up a brand, a business, because that's what we're doing here. If that's not what you're doing, that's okay. You may not want to think about ads, but for the guy who's building his brand that wants to make this thing bigger than just streaming, I think Facebook ads are a great way to expand your reach. A lot of what I've read nowadays is Facebook is mainly paid in terms of reach. So you can get a lot of organic reach, but if you really want to maximize the viewers and the eyes that are starting to be funneled into your page, ads are definitely the way to go. So that being said, Facebook has a great way of setting up their menus to produce an ad, okay? Mainly what you want to look at is like, who are you looking to target, what region you're looking to target, and what's your budget. Those are the 3 big ones, okay? Now, we've done this through trial and error. I've done ads where I had a huge reach, or so it told me my reach would be huge, and they didn't perform well. And then as I've perfected the reach I'm looking for, now our ads have a really, really good conversion rate. And when I say conversion rate, what I mean is how many people clicking on the ad actually become followers or like the Xogo Gaming page. All right, and that's the important part, because you can do a great ad and you can have 100,000 people look at it. You can have a ton of people look at it. But if that doesn't convert into people liking and following your page, then what's really the point? Sweet, they've looked at your image, awesome, but so what? So the first thing I'd say is like how to figure out, okay, what kind of money should I budget aside for this stuff? And I'm not sitting here saying like you need $1,000 and I'll guarantee that you get 1,000 followers. No, it doesn't work like that. What I like to do for an ad, and what I did from the beginning starting out, is I took $25, okay? How much money you want to spend over the life of the ad, and how much of that money do you want to use each day? So 5 times 5, 25, right? So with that $25, I then decided, okay, I need to start focusing on who I want to reach. Now, Facebook lets you do things like set what regions. You can do it by state, you can do it by country, you can do it by continent, the age bracket, the demographic, and then you can also type in what kind of interests you want. And it has a great meter on the bottom of the ad that lets you know whether your ad range is too broad, if it's too specific, or it's in a perfect area where you're going to optimize your reach to get people to look at this ad. So what I do is I set my age bracket to somewhere between like 15 years old and 45 years old. My experience has shown me if I go too high or too low, I just end up missing the mark. So find that age bracket. Like I said, I look for around, 14, 15 years old up to about 45 years old. And then the biggest thing after that is, what interests am I targeting? So I'll put in keywords like gaming, streamer, PC, Maybe I'll tag a couple games that we play often, you know, and I might go a little further than that. So I might go and tag, you know, animation or engineering, because those are all people who tend to have interest in this thing. But again, it's up to you to do the research, take the time and practice. You know, maybe $25 is too much for you to commit on trying to figure out what you're doing. So start with $5, you know, put $1 a day for 5 days. The end of those 5 days, take a look at your reach, take a look at what areas performed best with this ad, and take that information and apply it to the next one. All this stuff's available in the ad analytics as the ad is running. So you can see in real time what area your ad is performing best, whether the ad's showing up more on computers, on cell phones. It's usually cell phones, by the way. If it's on news feeds, if it's in stories, it allows you to see all this thing. Pay attention to that data. Don't just pay attention to the numbers, okay? Ideally, at the end of the day, when you optimize your ads and you find exactly what you want to do with your ads, the numbers will be there. Like I've always said, don't worry about the numbers, worry about the process. So pay attention to your analytics. And the next thing is, what image are you going to use? What kind of message are you putting out there? Because you can have your ad set to do multiple things. You can have your ad set to drive people to a website. You can have your ad set to drive people to your Instagram. You can have your ad set for page likes. That's the biggest one we use, is page likes, because that has a great conversion rate into followers as well. So what kind of image are you going to use? For a while, I was just using our standard Xogo banner that you guys can see down here, right? And then recently on our last ad, what I did was I added our animation instead. And you'll see that right here now. With that animation, I thought it just brought a little more visual to the ad. Instead of just seeing a standard image, when people see the ad come up, they see something moving, they see shiny objects. We love shiny objects. And it gives them more of a reason to pay attention. Remember, a lot of ad placement and the way ads are set up have to do with psychology. It has to do with the human mentality. So decide what you would like. If you were on your Facebook and you saw an ad for something related to what you're doing, what would draw your attention? And just apply that to your ad. Do everything in this process with the thought that, what would I like? How would I like to build this thing? How would I like to be approached as a consumer or a potential fan in order to gain my attention? If you add all those things up, sooner or later you're going to figure out a good combination of ads. This is something I'm constantly learning on a daily basis. I've spent, just to be transparent with you guys, probably close to $300 on ads in figuring out what's working, what's not working, and I've had some things be great success, and I've had other things just completely flop. So it's just a matter of paying attention to what your ad is intended to do and what the analytics are on that ad, or what the numbers are on that ad in terms of placement, results, etc., etc. You combine all these things and eventually you'll have a nice little system down where you know each week, I'm going to run this ad. It brings me great numbers and it's working for you. And I'll tell you at this point, our Facebook ads that are set to drive likes, that have a good demographic set and have had a little research done into them through trial and error, are now yielding us about 50 new followers a week at about a budget of $25 a week. So you're looking at 50 cents a follower right now. Now, again, I'm not trying to buy followers, right? My biggest thing is setting these ads to the regions that are going to get me followers, are going to stay interactive. But at the end of the day, when I'm running those ads, I see my follower numbers increase a lot more than if I have no ads going and I'm just streaming and I'm hoping that people want to see me just play video games. So there's a science to all of it. And listen, if you don't believe in ads, that's okay. Like I said at the beginning of this video, you can take it or leave it. It's not a big deal. My job with these videos is just to share my experience with you. And I'm going to continue to do that. So we stream now 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. Check us out, facebook.com/Let's Go Xogo. I absolutely love you guys. Peace.